Hello and welcome to Rick's Picks, Christmas edition, since we are going to enter a uh, holiday special queue here using Urza Saga block booster packs. Let's see what we open. Alright, so it seems what we opened in the rare department is a lifeline. Yeah, seems like could have some cool potentials, but not sure if that's what we want to take here. Let's see, we have what else? Maybe a Pouncing Jaguar. Probably a Heat Ray. It's probably the best card in this pack. Hush is quite good in this format, I think, because there are a lot of enchantments. Rune of Protection, yeah, not really what I'm gonna take here. There's a Catharion too, which seems pretty good. But yeah, I think you cannot go wrong with a removal spell, Heat Ray. I think if Heat Ray wasn't in this pack, I'd probably take a Pouncing Jaguar. This thing, maybe it's even expensive, I'm not sure. But yeah, Pouncing Jaguar, I mean, I usually do like aggressive red-green decks in this format. Either way, let's go ahead and take the Heat Ray. And then, well, we got past a Lurking Evil, which is a fine rare, and it's black, which is the best color in Urza Saga by a fair margin. And the rest for the Wicked seems acceptable too. Blanchwood Armor. Yeah. There's a Sanctum Custodian, which is pretty ridiculous. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the Lurking Evil. We could still try to build a mainly mono black deck if we get past the cards. Not sure how good that is in the full block though, but either way, this is quite a nice card anyway. And if we manage to go mono black, we could splash for the Heat Ray. The Priest of Titania too. But yeah, let's go ahead and take the rare. I think there's a good chance we get ridiculous stuff. This thing is not that good, I don't think. Monk Idealists. Bravado. Showers of Sparks seems acceptable. There's a Pendrell Drake, which may be the best card in this pack here. There's another Goblin Matron. Yeah, this guy just doesn't seem so hot. I think I could take a Pendrell Drake, just to leave my options open. And blue is usually ridiculous anyway, so let's go ahead and take it. Not sure if that's the right thing to do, but oh well, I guess we will see. Okay, Hidden Herd. Non-basically, yeah, that doesn't seem so hot. It's a Blood Vessel, which is acceptable. Guerrilla Warrior, it's acceptable too. Spy Owl is not that hot. Skeleton, not that hot. Song Stitcher is acceptable. Claws of Gix, not something that I'm looking to play here. So we get a whole bunch of nothing, I guess. We could take a Spelunkers, or we could take a Warrior, or a Blood Vassal. I think I'm gonna take a Blood Vassal. You can even like fix our mana if we need a lot of black mana. Let's go ahead and take it. Okay, here we get a Looming Shade, which is another black heavy card. And what else do we get? There's an Anaconda, Slippery Karst, Cloak of Mists. What does this thing do? Toughness equal to the amount of forests. I think we could take an Anaconda here, but we would be entering our fourth color at this point. Don't think that's really necessary. This is an acceptable card, so I may just take it. Yeah, don't see anything too ridiculously good here, so okay. This guy though is pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's acceptable. It's a 3/3/4/4. It's pretty good in older limited formats, and this guy even has a relevant ability. if they want to remove it, they will have to lose some life. This thing is not so hard. What about this thing? Ooh, this thing is actually ridiculous. You know what? I think I may just take a Midsummer Revel. Now I wish I had taken the last few green cards that I got passed. Yeah, this is way too good to pass. I think I'm gonna give it a try. Alright, there's a Goblin War Buggy. What else? Crystal Chimes. Man, like this is a way worse stab wound. Okay, there's a Scrap, Falter. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take the aggressive guy here, since now we may be red-green with this thing. And since the Pouncing Jaguar made it back, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. Oh, I mean, it's not the one I opened yet. I'll see if the one I opened gets back in the next pack. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a Pouncing Jaguar. I think it's pretty good. So it did not come back. There's a Goblin Matron, there's a Hush, there's a Hidden Spider, which we could take. There's a Carrion Beetles, not really good. I think it's okay to take a Hush here. Right, Goblin Matron. Yeah, or we could take a Goblin Matron. We never know which goblins we will be getting in the future. And the Priest of Titanium made it back. That actually impresses me. There's some good black cards too, but I don't know. I think the card that I like most here, out of the ones I have at this point, is the Midsummer Revel. We could take a Wild Dogs too, but that can backfire, even though it has cycling. I think I'm gonna take a Priest of Titanium. It's nice to accelerate into stuff. Okay, so not much here. Let's go ahead and take another Goblin Matron. Alright, so right now we have kind of a mess. Let's hope we manage to round out an actual deck in the next few packs. Okay, maybe we will face someone who has like a Gaia's Cradle. Let's go ahead and take the rare, even though I don't think I'm gonna play it. Healing Solve is actually okay. This guy is not that hot, but you know, it's green. I'm gonna take it. You never know. I may need that 23rd card, even though I'd be pretty unhappy to play this thing. Okay. So, this is pretty much it for our first pack. Oh, Crystal Chimes. I may even play this thing if I have enough enchantments. But even though it's probably pretty bad. Alright, Might of Oaks is kinda acceptable. There's a Rebuild for Action Broodings. Ooh, a Rancor. Yeah, I think a Rancor may be just better than a Might of Oaks. I'm not sure though. Thornwing Fairies is pretty good too. Guide to Encampment, Parch is pretty good too. Yeah, but you know what? I think you cannot really pass on Rancor, right? Rancor is way too good. Especially if we can play a Pouncing Jaguar turn 1. Turn 2 we play the Echo Cast, play another Forest, and then Rancor. I think it may be better than Might of Oaks. I'm actually not sure, but I think Rancor is more of an inevitable threat to answer, whereas Might of Oak is a combat trick. Alright, let's go ahead and take a Rancor. So here we get some actually good options. What does this thing do? Yeah, that's kind of acceptable, but let's see. Yeah, this is not so hard. This is acceptable. This is actually pretty good. It can function as a removal spell. This is actually pretty good too, but I think we kind of need creatures at this point. Okay, Goblin Maddox. I think I'm just gonna go ahead. Yeah, this thing is pretty good too, I think. Bohemian Grunt is a removal spell, since it has flash. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and hide those other things here. Let's see. Anthroplasm. Seems pretty acceptable, but you know, we are not blue. Repopulate, Gang of Elk. Seems acceptable, I think. This thing not so hot. Oh, Defender of Chaos. Flash and Pro White. Maybe it's better than a Gang of Elk, since that is kinda expensive. Although, like, Gang of Elk is better with Rancor, obviously. It's a Frantic Search too, which is pretty busted. Or there's a Cloud of Fairies. You know, since there isn't anything here that I really want, I might as well take a Cloud of Fairies. I think it's kinda expensive. Right? Yeah, might as well. Ooh, Delusions of Mediocrity. Not as good as Delusions of Grandeur, obviously. Crop Rotation. It's not good in Limited. SWAT is good, but not what we want here. Man. Once you get kind of used to these days power level on, you know, common creatures and stuff, things get kind of awkward. Last ditch effort. Nah, this doesn't seem like it's too good. I think we could take a SWAT here. Maybe we just don't play red, right? I mean, SWAT is by far the best card in this pack, I would say. It even cycles. Oh, alright. Gito's Linger is actually pretty good, so I might take that. This is an app which I think it's kind of expensive too. Wing Snare, Fog of Gnats, Treefolk Mystic. Bunch of white cards too. So yeah, I think... Yeah, the Baser is pretty good too. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Gito's Linger. It does pretty much the same thing as the Debaser does. Sick and Tired. Yavimaya Granger. Alright, this is pretty good. Probably taking that. Engineer Plague. Thronlands. Yeah, I think the Granger seems to be good for us here. Accelerates us. And then we get another Granger. Ooh, and a Mutani's Acolyte. Not sure which is better. Maybe the Acolyte, just because I kinda need 2 drops. But you know what, I think the Granger may just be better. It's easier on your mana and also fixes our mana, and it actually accelerates us, which is the best part about it. Yeah. Radiance Judgment is kinda cool too. Quicksilver Amulet is, you know, okay, I think. But the Granger is good. Alright, this guy not so hot. Wreck and Ruin. Viashino Bay. That's a drawback. But I think I'm gonna take it, you know. We have no 4 mana slot in our curve so far, and you know, it's a 4th we can attack and block well, even though it forces our other guys to attack. Here I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take an encampment. It's a mainland, can never go wrong with those, I don't think. Bouncing Beebles, Fire Action Broodling. Alright, let's take the encampment. The Warcry made it back, so I think I'm actually gonna take it. Let's go ahead and hide the black cards actually. Especially because all of those black cards are better in dedicated black decks, and this is not happening here. Okay, Lava X. Better than Mutant is present and better than Repopulate. If we're gonna be aggressive, then Lava X may have a place in our deck. And this thing is bad. If it was like a 2-2, it would be slightly better, but it's too bad. The way I'm gonna take it, probably not playing it, but oh well. Here we got a crop rotation, sure. Alright, sluggishness. Getting here. And sluggishness number 2. Alright. We at this point have, I think, 16 playables. We still need quite a bit more stuff here to call this a deck. I guess we will see. Okay, and then we open a Massacre. So we are obviously gonna take that. It's a ridiculous bomb. And we have, what else here? Thieving Magpie. No really awesome black or I mean red or green cards. There's a Yavimaya Elder, but yeah, of course we're taking a Massacre. One of my favorite cards from back then. I guess like with the Massacre, we really want to get a Yavimaya Elder at some point, since that can fill our hand with cards to discard for the Massacre. What's a flicker? Bloodshot Cyclops. Creature or player? Yeah, definitely taking that. It's a Quash, another card I used to love. Goliath Beetle, and not much else. Yeah, we're definitely taking the fatty here. To the sacrifice creature's power. Ooh, Keldon Champion. That's pretty good too. So Feast, Heart Warden. Acceptable, but you know, we do have an accelerator so far at 2 mana. And you know, I think the champion may just be better. Wild Calls, Scent of Cinder. We do not have enough red cards to make this card really worth it. I think I'm gonna take a Keldon Champion. Isn't that right? I think it is. Maybe we just really need this thing, but I don't think we do. I mean, we have 2 Goblin Matrons here, and not many Goblins, so I'm not sure how good those are gonna be. Let's go ahead and take this guy, which means that we need even more playables than I foresaw. Could take a Jank Diver, even though the only artifact in our deck is a Massacre. Especially because there really isn't much else here for us. Goliath Beetle is not a good card by any means. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Junk Diver. We may manage to get some other good artifact card here. Wake of Destruction. Destroy every land. I mean, half the lands our opponents have. This goblin is bad. Marker Beetles, though, are pretty good, I think. Colors Yearling. Mountain Walk. Yeah, that thing is definitely better. A creature card on the battlefield. My graveyard. Is it better than a Marker Beetles? I'm not sure, and I actually don't think it is. Wake of Destruction is cute and all, but I don't think it's gonna work to my advantage here in Limited, especially with the triple red. So let's go ahead and take a Marker Beetles. I think we're gonna be better off. Man, Cavados Dragon, huh? Sadly, we don't have a lot of artifacts. But then, there's not much else. There's a Hooking Ogre, which I guess we could take. Fend off. Yeah, I think Hooking Ogre is what we need to take here, even though I really wanted that dragon. Yeah, that doesn't seem so hot. Flame Jet is could be acceptable, I guess. Send off Ivy. Pretty bad. You have to review 3 or more cards for it to work in your advantage. I think I'm gonna take another Hulking Ogre, maybe a Flame Jet. It doesn't deal damage to creatures, but it does cycle. So it's probably what we are looking for here. And now we get a Scent of Cinder. And now I think I'm gonna take it. Even though it's not gonna be that good. Metatron Soldier, just mines here. Yeah, I think this is the best card here by far. Still feels like our deck is kinda not really that good. It's Destroy, it's not You May. Still is a 4/1 for 3 mana with Echo, and that may just be enough. Or maybe we kinda wanna Tawny Elf. Just to attack with all of our stuff? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take this guy. We need, you know, power. Braidwood Cup. Quash. Fatigue, Telepathic Spies. Not sure what I should take here. This thing is bad. So I'm just gonna take the Quash because I love Quash. Alright, Scent of Cinder number 2. And not much else, so let's go ahead and take it. Mark of Fury. It's pretty bad. But yeah, I think we could hate a Wall of Glare here since it seems to be good against us. Alright, sadly we did not get a Yavimaya Elder here. I don't know, I have a Massacre. I shouldn't really be complaining here. Caltrops? Alright, I think I would rather get a Callous Yearling here to bring in against other red decks. Yeah, none of those do anything, so that's our deck. Let's see. Alright, so here we have 22 cards. It's a decent mana curve. Let's see, how many enchantments do we have that we may want to bring back with this thing? My guess is not many, and my guess is correct. We could like rebuy this thing, but it doesn't seem that hot for me. A 3 mana 1/1 flying that, may get back my Masticore. Is there anything better for me? Not in green, definitely. In red, let's see. Even something that cycles could work here for me, I think. How many goblins do we have? We have 1. And that's it? Yep, that's it. So Goblin Matron doesn't really work. Maybe we could bring in Junk Diver with Crystal Chimes, but we don't have enough enchantments. Crop Rotation is bad for us because it's card disadvantage. Elvish Herder doesn't have a lot to do in our deck, I don't think. We have a better card to grant trample to our creatures. So I think I'm just gonna have to live with the Junk Diver. I mean, it's a 1/1 for 3. Who knows, maybe it can go the distance. And, the fact that it can get back my Massacre is not irrelevant. So, let's sort by color here. We know we are going to play a Gitu Encampment. So the Scent of Cinder may be good after all, because we have more red cards than green. You could even take out a Junk Diver to bring in something else just because we need red cards more. Yeah, maybe, maybe the Callous Yearling is better. Especially because it can get the random mountain playing guys. Let's see what it suggests. 10-7, let's do 9-7. Maybe 8-8 with a Gitu Encampment, since you know, we kind of need green on turn 1 for the Pouncing Jaguar. You know, he has Rancor. I mean, he has Echo and stuff. So, I mean, if we want to live the dream of Pouncing Jaguar turn 1 and Rancor turn 2, we need to have more forest. So maybe it's 8/8 with Akito encampment as the ninth mountain. The ninth mountain. It's alright, I think we have a deck here. Let's see how we do.